You know what you really are? You know what you really are? All right? Regardless of who you are, do you know what you are? You are a co-creator. All right? You are a creator. And when we say co-creator, because you have to understand the grand scheme of the universe. And see, this is things that we were never taught. We were never taught that you are a co-creator in this universe. Yes, you. See, you co-create the world. Now, see, a lot of people hear creator and they think, well, they just think of the God and source and they exclude themselves. But even when you go into ancient text scripts and ancient manuscripts, even when it says, when it came to making Adam, they said, let us make man in our image. And that shows you that there was multiple beings that came together to put together Homo sapiens sapien life. Now, we're not going to get into all that. But what I do need you to understand is you are a co-creator within this universe. You see, when you understand that, then you can say there is a lot of things that you can do to change your world today. And also there are some things that you can't do anything about. You see what I mean? So now when you understand that I'm a co-creator in the universe, it gives you so much more power. You know how they say knowledge is power? And I got news for you. Knowledge is power, but what is really power? Power is how you put knowledge into action. Yeah? So you got to first have knowledge to second be powerful. Because if you don't have knowledge, well, you couldn't put it into action. Because that's really the definition of power is knowledge in action. That's all it is. So now you know that you're a co-creator. Let's talk to you about this. Let's just jump right into this. Number one, we want to talk to you about birthing creation. See, people think that creation just is some thing that is only reserved for beings outside from man and woman. And I got news for you. That couldn't be further from the truth. You, first of all, knowing that you're a co-creator will make you realize that, wait a minute, I have say-so in the creation process? Yes, you do. Now, people always think that creation is all about inventing things. And even though it is, it's more than that. It's everything we do within every facet of our being. I co-created this entire studio that I'm in right now. I co-created it. I co-created my home. Even though I didn't actually build it, I co-created that. You co-created the room that you're in right now. You co-created the tablet that you're watching, even though you didn't actually build the tablet. The fact that you somehow acquired a tablet or an iPhone is part of you co-creating it. Now, this is where you got to just open up your mind just a lot. Okay? Just a lot here. Not a little. You're going to have to open up your mind a lot to really understand this concept. But I'm not going to get too deep with you on that. Let's talk to you about how can you tap into your creative process there. So we can tap into your creative energy. Because that's what this is about. We're here to share with you the nuggets so you can tap into your creative process. But I wanted to open that up, letting you know, first you have to know who you are. And what you are, most importantly. You have to know what you are as a co-creator. Because when you know that you're a co-creator, you're going to approach the world differently. When your possibilities just open back up. Your imagination starts to flow again. You tap back into the source of all things. You tap back into what I call original thought. And that's what this is about here. So number one, in the creation process, it's a birthing process. So first thing you have to do is you have to bring it from the thought realm, the metaphysical realm, the spirit realm, which is the thought realm. How do you bring it from the thought realm to the physical realm? This is the first thing you have to do. You know what's one thing you can do? And this is the first thing you should do, first order of business, to bring it from the thought realm. How do you bring an idea from the thought realm, the metaphysical realm, the realm that you can't touch, but you know is real because you know you're having a thought right now, aren't you? Yes. Can I touch your thought? No. Can I see your thought? No. But are you actually having a thought right now? Yes, you are. Okay. Now, how do you bring that thought from the metaphysical realm, which is the realm you can't see, but you know is there, or the spirit realm, as some people would say, okay? How do you bring that to the physical realm? Number one, you do one of two things. You either write it down, but the easiest thing to do is speak it. The first thing you do with every thought, this is to bring creation from the metaphysical realm to the physical realm, speak your thought. Speak your invention. When Elon Musk wanted to create SpaceX and fly to Mars, he first had the thought and then he spoke it. Why speaking it? Because speaking is the physical realm. Do you know that? Remember, what is sound? Pitch, vibration. What is vibration? It's physical. You see that? So when you speak something, now you've brought something from the metaphysical realm into the physical realm. Now it opens up into the universe, into the physical realm of the universe. Okay? So that's number one. You got to speak it. It's so powerful. This is why whatever it is that you're dreaming, that you're imagining, first, I need you to remember that you're a co-creator now. Scratch all your other dreams, because all your other dreams are probably trash. Why do I say that? Because they ain't big enough. That's why. No, I'm not saying get with those smaller dreams. I'm saying with huge dreams, giant dreams. You hear me? Giant dreams. Yes, because you, as one of my favorite authors says, awaken the giant within, as Tony Robbins says. Okay? Once you realize that you're a co-creator, and now you see, wait a minute, I could actually accomplish so much more. Yes, you can. And you will. Now, what you do is you speak it now. Like I said, you put it into the physical realm. When you speak that, you're taking from the metaphysical, from the spirit realm, and you're putting it into the physical. All right? Second thing you do, visualize it. Okay? Visualize it. Now, a lot of people say, well, yeah, I could picture that. No, I mean every detail, every facet. So now what you do is you're visualizing your future. You're visualizing your idea. And you're speaking it, and you're writing it down, because now that's two forms of physical realm. And now what you're doing is you're seeing it. Okay, you're seeing it. You're visualize to actualize to see what you realize. Again, visualize to actualize to see what you realize, and that's a double entendre with realize and real eyes. Visualize to actualize, to see what you realize. Realize, and then you realize. Get it? All right. Now, why is that important? Because that is going to be the final step in the physical process. You've already spoken it. You already wrote it down. Now you're seeing it. You're visualizing it to actualize it. And then eventually you'll see it with your real eyes. You will realize what you've actualized. Does that make sense to you? Come on, y'all. Come on, this is fire. Hit the like. Do me a favor. Before I give you the third one, hit the like, sub right now. Hit the like. This is fire. Give it up. Give it up for it. I'm bringing you on that piffin. I told y'all. Last one, I'm not even going to waste your time. Here we go. Last one, commit to the journey. Now, see, commit to the journey. Commit to your idea. Listen, once you birth your idea, you're the parent of that idea. You're the parent of that invention. Let me ask you a question. And I don't know what your situation is, but would a good parent just bring their child into this earth, into this world, and then just leave the child as a baby? Or leave the child when it becomes an adult? Or is a good parent there for the child's entire life, even as an adult? Even when that adult grows up, their child grows up and has children of their own, has grandchildren, their parents are always there for them. That's what you have to do with your idea. See, a lot of people come short on their ideas, and I used to as well. So I'm not sitting here telling you like I had it all. No, I remember coming short on my ideas because there was one thing I missed. I did it all. I did the physical realm. I visualized it, but there was one thing I missed. And that was I would abandon my idea because I would just think that once I birthed it, once I brought it to the physical realm, that it's just going to take care of itself. And that's not it. I had to commit to the journey. Once I realized that I had to commit to the journey, that I'm a parent of this idea for life. I'm a parent of this creation forever. No different than if you believe in God and the source of all things, God is always with you. God is always with you. In fact, I think I've read in the passage before, I'm no Bible scholar, but it says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Okay? And so any decent God is always with you, right? Well, aren't you the God of your creation? If you're the co-creator of your universe, You bring an invention in. Let me ask you a question there. Did Bill Gates abandon the computer? Or did he stay with it forever? Isn't he always the parent of that it? What about Steve Jobs with the iPhone? May peace be upon him. But even Steve, even when he transitioned out of his body, he still had a plan. He had Apple set up. And that's why, even with, I don't know if it's Wozniak, whoever took over the company since then, it's still carrying out Steve Jobs' vision. So he committed even past death, even past his physical realm of like him being in this physical realm. He committed to Apple. Isn't that amazing? Man, that's so fantastic there. Man, I'm telling you something. When you think about this from a whole different perspective as a co-creator, it's going to unlock things for you. You're going to be able to see the realm. When you hear these stories about people saying it's the Matrix, now you'll get it. Now you'll get it, because that was the piece missing. They say it's the Matrix. So what you're saying is somebody creates everything for me, and it doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, what do you mean? Like in the movie The Matrix, like everything was created. But then you learn, wait a minute, I could be Neo. I am Neo. And yes, there is this realm within the matrix of mine that I don't have any say-so about. Like, I can't do what my coworkers, I can't make my coworkers be a certain way. I can't make this person be a certain way. Heck, I can't even make my, the person I'm dating be a certain way. But I can be a certain way. And that does have an effect on everyone around me. You see how it makes sense now? You see how it starts to click? When you see yourself as a co-creator, you start to realize, wait a minute, the matrix wasn't just built by others. I can build my matrix as well. And then you start to really put together a paradise for yourself. All right, y'all? So then, first again, let's just run down these real quick here. Number one, you got to bring it from the metaphysical spirit realm to the physical. Number one, you speak it. When you speak something, it becomes in the physical realm. Number two, you write it down. Now you've bound it to the physical realm. Second thing you got to do, visualize to actualize to realize. See your baby. See your invention. See your idea. Whatever that is, if it's about being a content creator, it's about making a song, if it's about writing poetry, it's about writing a book, see yourself completing it. Even before you even write on the first page, before you even write the first chapter, see yourself doing it. And constantly visualize yourself doing it till you actualize it, and then you'll realize what you realize. And then lastly, commit to the journey. You're always going to be the God. You're always going to be the father, the mother of your baby, your creation, your idea. Once you commit to the journey, no matter where you are, at what stage you are in your creation process, in your creative process, you'll realize I'm here for life. And even beyond that. You see that? Commit to the journey. And then you'll have so much fun doing it. Man, I hope this blessed y'all, man. Y'all have a like, share, subscribe, sub. This is Andreas Warren's Meta Talk. Again, I'll see you on the next one. Be easy.